Have you ever picked up a fruit at the grocery store, thinking you were making the healthiest choice, only to find out later that it may not be the best thing for you? It almost feels impossible to imagine, doesn't it? Fruits are supposed to be nature's gift to us, colorful, refreshing, packed with vitamins, and often seen as the very symbol of health. But here's the truth: not every fruit is good for everyone, especially as we get older. In fact, some fruits that seem perfectly harmless can actually trigger health problems in seniors if eaten without caution. Let me tell you about Martha. She's a lively 72-year-old who always believed in eating the rainbow. Every morning she started her day with a big bowl of mixed fruits: strawberries, grapes, oranges, and sometimes even something exotic she found at the market. To her, it felt like the best way to fuel her body and stay healthy. But one morning, things didn't go as planned. She found herself in the emergency room, heart racing, confused, and weak. The surprising culprit? Her fruit bowl. What she thought was nourishing her body was actually working against it. This is exactly why conversations like this matter. As we age, our bodies change. Our kidneys work a little slower, our digestion becomes more sensitive, our metabolism doesn't burn calories the way it once did. Foods that were once harmless or even beneficial in our 40s and 50s can sometimes become risky in our 60s, 70s, and beyond. So today, I want to gently walk you through 6 common fruits that seniors should be cautious about. By the end of this, you'll not only know what to limit, but also what safer alternatives you can enjoy instead. Fruit number 1. Starfruit. At first glance, starfruit looks almost magical. Its golden color and pretty star shape make it seem like the perfect tropical treat. Many people try it for the novelty, thinking it must be healthy simply because it's a fruit. But for seniors, this fruit comes with a hidden risk that isn't widely known. Starfruit contains a natural substance called carboxin. Normally, our kidneys filter this out with no problem. But as we age, kidney function naturally declines, even in people who don't know they have kidney issues. When the kidneys can't filter this toxin properly, it lingers in the body, and that's when problems begin. The effects aren't always immediate. At first, it might just feel like mild dizziness or fatigue, but over time, starfruit toxins can affect the nervous system, leading to confusion, difficulty concentrating, or in severe cases, even seizures. The scariest part is that many older adults live with undiagnosed kidney disease, 1 in 3 according to the National Kidney Foundation. That means a fruit as simple as starfruit could pose a real danger without you realizing it. Take John's story as an example. At 72, he was active, careful about his diet, and loved trying new foods. When he added starfruit to his morning smoothies, he had no idea his mild kidney problems would turn it into a health emergency. Within days, he felt exhausted and disoriented, and soon after, he was rushed to the hospital. Doctors traced his symptoms back to the starfruit. The good news is there are plenty of safe alternatives. If you like the crunch of starfruit, try Asian pears. If you want something exotic, dragon fruit is beautiful, delicious, and gentle on the body. Sometimes the wisest choice is simply leaving certain fruits on the shelf. Fruit number 2. Grapes. Grapes are one of those fruits that almost everyone keeps at home. They're easy to grab, sweet, and refreshing. Many seniors turn to them as a light snack, thinking they're making a smart and healthy choice. But the truth is, grapes can create 2 unexpected problems for older adults, and both are more serious than they seem at first. The first issue is sugar. Grapes may look small and innocent, but just a single cup holds the same sugar load as several cubes of table sugar. For someone with diabetes, pre-diabetes, or even mild blood sugar concerns, this can be enough to send glucose levels soaring. Sudden spikes don't just leave you feeling drained afterwards, they also increase long-term risks for complications like heart disease or vision problems. What makes it tricky is that the sweetness in grapes feels natural, so many don't realize it can behave much like candy in the body. The second issue is one many overlook: choking. As we get older, the swallowing reflex becomes slower, and the throat muscles aren't as strong as they once were. Grapes, with their smooth skin and round shape, can easily lodge in the airway if swallowed too quickly. The National Safety Council has even noted a rise in choking incidents involving grapes among older adults in recent years. The good news is you don't have to give up grapes entirely. Cutting them into smaller pieces makes them easier and safer to chew. Eating them alongside a little protein, like cheese or nuts, also helps slow down the sugar impact on your body. And if you want a lower-risk alternative, berries, such as blueberries or strawberries, provide antioxidants with far less sugar. Sometimes it's not about avoiding a fruit completely, it's about being mindful of how you enjoy it. Fruit number 3, oranges. For many people, nothing feels more wholesome than starting the morning with a bright, juicy orange or a glass of fresh squeezed juice. Oranges are celebrated for their vitamin C, their refreshing taste, and the feeling that they're strengthening our immune system. But as we grow older, the way our bodies react to citrus fruits changes, and what once felt like a safe choice can quietly cause problems. One of the biggest concerns with oranges is their acidity. Citrus fruits are among the most common triggers for acid reflux, something that affects a large number of older adults. That burning sensation in the chest after a meal, or the restless nights spent dealing with indigestion, can often be traced back to a simple orange or a glass of juice. It's easy to dismiss heartburn as just part of aging, but often it's our food choices making it worse. Another factor many don't realize is how oranges interact with medications. Seniors often take daily prescriptions for blood pressure, cholesterol, or other chronic conditions. Citrus fruits, particularly oranges and their juice, can interfere with how these medicines are absorbed, making them less effective. You might think you're doing everything right by taking your medication faithfully, but if you're pairing it with an orange, you could be reducing its benefit without realizing it. There's also the issue of dental health. With age, enamel naturally thins, and the acid from citrus can speed up sensitivity and erosion, leaving teeth more vulnerable. That doesn't mean vitamin C is off the table. Vegetables like bell peppers or fruits like kiwi offer plenty of it without the same drawbacks. And if you truly love oranges, enjoying them in moderation and rinsing with water afterwards can reduce their impact. It's all about balance and awareness. Fruit number 4, avocados. Avocados have become one of the most celebrated superfoods of our time. They're creamy, versatile, and filled with healthy fats that support heart and brain health. You'll find them on toast, in salads, and even blended into smoothies. But here's what often goes unmentioned. While avocados can be beneficial, for seniors they may cause more challenges than benefits if not eaten carefully. The first thing to keep in mind is calories. A medium avocado packs nearly 240 calories, most of it from fat. While these are considered good fats, the body still stores excess calories the same way. And because metabolism slows as we age, it's much easier for those calories to turn into extra pounds. For someone already struggling with joint pain or mobility issues, that added weight can make everyday life harder. Another concern is how avocados can interfere with certain medications. Some compounds in this fruit affect the way the body processes blood thinners, blood pressure drugs, and even medications for mood or anxiety. That doesn't mean every senior needs to cut avocados out completely, but it does mean it's important to be mindful and talk with a doctor before making them a daily habit. There's also an allergy link that surprises many people. Avocados share proteins similar to those in latex, meaning seniors with latex sensitivity could develop reactions ranging from mild itching in the mouth to more uncomfortable digestive issues. And allergies aren't only something we're born with. They can appear later in life, even if you've eaten avocados without trouble for years. If you love the richness of avocado, moderation is key. A few slices on a sandwich or salad can give you the flavor without overdoing it. And if you'd like alternatives, olive oil, nuts, or seeds can offer healthy fats in smaller, easier-to-manage amounts. Fruit number 5. Watermelon. Few things feel more refreshing on a hot summer day than a big slice of watermelon. It's sweet, juicy, and made up mostly of water, which makes it seem like the perfect choice for staying hydrated. But for older adults, watermelon can carry risks that aren't obvious at first glance. One concern is the way our bodies handle fluid balance as we age. Kidneys often don't filter water as efficiently, and the heart may not pump as strongly. Eating large portions of watermelon, which is about 92% water, can sometimes overwhelm the system, leading to swelling in the feet, ankles, or hands. For someone with heart problems, this extra fluid can also make breathing harder, especially at night. Another hidden issue is blood sugar. Even though watermelon feels light, it has a surprisingly high glycemic index, which means it can cause sugar levels to rise quickly. For seniors managing diabetes or pre-diabetes, this sudden spike can leave them feeling drained, dizzy, or unwell. It can also add unnecessary stress on the body over time. Watermelon is also rich in potassium, a nutrient that's healthy in moderation, but risky if the kidneys can't filter it well. Extra potassium in the blood can affect the rhythm of the heart and even cause muscle weakness. Many older adults don't realize they already have mild kidney changes, making high potassium foods something to watch carefully. That doesn't mean watermelon must disappear from your plate. Small portions, half a cup at a time, paired with a little protein or fiber, can help balance its effects. And if hydration is your goal, cucumber slices in water or a handful of berries can be safer choices. It's all about enjoying the sweetness without putting added strain on your body. Fruit number 6. Papayas. Papayas are often praised as a healing fruit. Their bright orange flesh and soft texture make them easy to eat, and many people believe they're great for digestion. It's no surprise that seniors are encouraged to try them, especially since they contain the enzyme papain, which helps break down food. But what sounds helpful on the surface can sometimes create new problems. One of the main concerns with papayas is how they interact with medications. Many older adults take blood thinners, diabetes drugs, or even antibiotics, and papaya can change the way these medicines work in the body. For example, it may increase the risk of bleeding for someone on a blood thinner, or cause blood sugar to drop too low when combined with diabetes medication. These aren't minor side effects. They can be serious enough to land someone in the hospital if unnoticed. Papayas also share proteins similar to those found in latex, which means that people with latex sensitivities could develop allergic reactions. These might begin as mild irritation in the mouth or skin, but in some cases can progress to more troubling symptoms like swelling or difficulty breathing. Even if papayas have always been tolerated before, allergies can develop later in life, making it something to watch for. And while papain helps digestion in theory, in practice it can irritate sensitive stomachs. Seniors who already deal with acid reflux, bloating, or cramps may find that papaya makes those symptoms worse rather than better. For safer options, consider gentle digestive aids such as plain yogurt, kefir, or a cup of ginger tea. These provide comfort to the stomach without the risks of papaya. If you still want to enjoy it, keeping portions very small and never eating it on an empty stomach can help reduce its impact. When we think of fruits, we usually think of health, vitality, and nourishment, and for the most part, that's true. But as we've seen, not every fruit is the right fit for every stage of life. For seniors, certain fruits that once seemed perfectly safe can begin to cause more harm than good. Whether it's through spiking blood sugar, interfering with medications, or simply overwhelming the body's ability to process them. The important thing to remember is that this isn't about fear or restriction, it's about awareness. Knowing how foods affect your body gives you the power to make choices that keep you feeling strong, steady, and comfortable. Sometimes that means swapping one fruit for another, or simply enjoying your favorites in smaller amounts. Little adjustments can go a long way toward protecting your health. Everyone's body is unique, and what causes problems for one person may not affect another the same way. That's why listening to your own body and checking in with your doctor about how foods interact with your medications or conditions is so important. A simple conversation can help prevent discomfort or even something more serious. Most importantly, don't lose the joy of eating. Food is meant to be enjoyed. There are still countless fruits and vegetables that are safe, nourishing, and delicious. Exploring those alternatives can open the door to new flavors and new routines that support your health. So, as you think about what you've learned today, ask yourself, which of these 6 fruits surprised you the most? Was it something you eat regularly, or one you've never thought twice about? Share your thoughts below. Your story might help someone else make a safer choice too. And as always, thank you for watching. Stay mindful, stay healthy, and take good care of yourself.